Hello vinyl community, I'm back to do a recent vinyl finds video. First of all, it's been great to see so many old faces on the tube. Fred, Chris, Anders, Teddy. Yeah, and all of you guys that kept on going. I mean, awesome. Paul, fantastic Dead Wax videos. I think I watched them all, most of them at least. So yeah, and we bought a house. So me and my girl and my daughter are moving. So we're in the process of moving from the apartment to the house, packing up stuff. We're moving in about a month. Yeah, exciting new stuff. Moving from a 3-room apartment to a house with 3 floors instead, and a huge garden and stuff like that. So it's gonna be quite cool, hopefully. So I haven't been focusing on records lately, but I bought some stuff and I had some stuff that I want to show you for some time. So playing in the background is this one, a record I want for a while to check out. A Good Time Was Had by All by Esko Linnavalli, a Finnish musician, and this is kind of a big band outfit with Dexter Gordon, Nils Henning Øystein Pedersen, Allan Boczynski and Joey Wadenius. And Joey Wadenius, you could have heard him just recently. This is from 1976, I think. It's just after Joey Wadenius quit. 1976, just after he quit Blood, Sweat and Tears, and moved back to do some stuff here before going back to the States and joining the Saturday Night Live crew. Really good playing. This is the second side, which is better than the first. I also got my hands on this box set of 10-inch records. My save is the Prestige 10-inch LP Collection Volume 1, and this is a box set that includes 5 10-inch records with the artwork just as they did it back in the day. This doesn't move me as much as maybe it should. I'm not super interested in this time period of jazz, but it's interesting out of a historical standpoint, and I got it for a great price. So I'm gonna see if I can seek out the volume 2 someday down the line. Now to something else, still jazz, but 2 records that I bought that, and I'm proud to say that I'm friends with some connections of them both. The first one is Emil Brankvist's trio, Falling Crystals, which is recorded on Schipper Records from out of Germany, and Max Thunberg, the bass player here, is a friend of mine, a really good friend and a fantastic musician. This is a modern jazz record, really good. If you're interested in new jazz, I urge you to check it out. And just to boost them a little bit, they've been climbing on the record charts in Germany, like Mothers, and they have been ranked higher than or sold better than Miles Kind of Blue, for example, in Germany. Some weeks, I mean, yeah. But yeah, it's never mind that. It's a fantastic record, modern jazz. Check it out. And another one that a lot of people have shown is Correction Swing, Anders label, the new release. Also really good. It's been a while since I played it now, but yeah, really good. All 3 records that Anders label has released is fantastic. This time we get a CD version also of the record, and it's a trio: Sebastian Bergström, Joakim Nyberg and Emil Åstrand Melin on drums. Check it out, really good. And I think both of them is limited. Correction with Swing is 300 copies, I think, and Emil Brankvist is more. So thanks for doing music and putting them out, obviously. Carla, Bley and Steve Swallow duets from 1988 on ECM Watt Records. When I see Carla Bley records for less than $5, I pick them up because she's so interesting. Both the tunes that she his writing and the performance. She's a fantastic piano player. I mean, just such a musician, and this is no exception. It's really, really, really good. I didn't think that I would enjoy it as much as I did. It's just bass and piano, but man, it really moves. Going into the more other floors in the jazz. Finland again. Odysseus, Eero Koivistonen's Quintetti and Sextetti in 1969, and this is the reissue from Svart Records, also in Finland. Limited to 300 copies. The black one that I have here. There's a yellow one also that was put out in 200 copies, I think. The original of this is so damn pricey, it's insane. So get the reissue while you can. It sounds fantastic, really terrific. And it's hard bop. In my opinion, it feels like it has that kind of Scandinavian or Nordic touch to it, but lives a little bit on its own. So maybe it's the Finnish sound. I have no idea, but because I don't have that much Finnish records and I haven't listened to them that much. But he's a fantastic saxophone player. So check it out. Bertil Lövgren, a Swedish trumpeter, is playing on this one also. And on the same artist, you have the original Sin with Eero Koivistoinen, which was put out in 1971. This is also Svart Records. And also as interesting. Both really good records. Check them out. Moving on to the freer side, Anthony Braxton's 5 pieces from 75 on Arista. One of the best Braxton records I've heard. I listened to it today and it's magnificent, with Kenny Wheeler on trumpet, and you have Dave Holland on bass. And the bass playing, I don't think I've ever heard Dave Holland play that much interesting bass as in this one. He really drives the music forward with Braxton. Braxton's really, really insane free sax playing, but on this record more controlled, I think, than a lot of other records that I've heard. This was a great find. Tama with Ed Blackwell and Don Cherry and a bunch of Norwegian musicians on Odin Records. A little bit of a rarity, and I got it for like $10 or something like that. Scored on Swedish eBay, I think it was. It's like jazz, world music, spiritual, African rhythms. Gets a groove going sometimes, chanting sometimes. It's a really interesting record. Recorded live in 1984, 4, and released 85. Highly recommended for you guys who like that stuff. You won't be disappointed. This is really, really good. And moving on to the Swedish side, a mind blower of a record. This is Lee Schipper, funky physicist, recorded 1973 and released 1977. No, 73, released 75. So 2 years after. This is interesting. I had no idea about this record at all, and I should. Because it's the Swedish Studio Mafia with Janne Schaffer, Ola Brunkert, Stefan Brolund, and also Ted Curson plays on this one. Björn Jason Lind, you know the deal. But Lee Schipper was a scientist in the US, I think. And later on he did theses and published books about public transportation, and is highly regarded in that field. He went probably into the studio in 1973, hired these guys, and he plays vibraphone on this. And at a time period where Schaffer was doing, and these guys were doing ablution and pop workshop, and they were on their peak of playing this kind of jazz fusion stuff. And this is no exception. It's really, really, really good. Funky as hell. And Schaffer, this is the only time I heard Schaffer trying to play like John McLaughlin, that super speed kind of almost picking playing. But he doesn't pull it off at all. But it's interesting at least to hear him trying something out, because I don't think that's what we were used to. Highly recommended record. This is the original press on Cam Records, which was an Italian kind of sappy record company, and they made a reissue of this in 1978 maybe, which is not so expensive. I got this for a great price. It goes for a lot of money otherwise. So a huge record. Moving on. Mobil by Arne Domnerius Orkester plays music by Johansson and Georg Riedel. So this is Johansson and Georg Riedel and Arne Domnerius in 1975 on Megaphone Records. You also have Rune Gustafsson playing guitar on this one. And I mean, just for the cover, this is a fantastic cover. But the music is so damn good. I enjoyed the hell out of this. So Mobil, really, really good. And also scored, I think this is the first press of Jan Johansson's 8 bitar from 1961. His absolute first solo full-length LP that he did. This is the mono copy right here. Not as good, but really good also. And I'm reading Jan Johansson's autobiography right now, or the biography of him. Really interesting. I've just read the 8 bitar part, so I'm hoping to get to the mobile part or mobile part soon. And 2 more to go. Also got my hands on the second Sevda record. This was recorded 1972 March, and this is not as good as the other two in my opinion. There's too much violin on this by Sal. If you like the Turkish kind of jazz sound with a lot of violin, this is definitely your thing. And maybe I wasn't on a Sevda mood. But you have Oki Tamis on this on drums, but I don't think that he's heard at all on the entire record. And Mafi Falai plays trumpet, but yeah, once again, I don't feel like they come out at all. The first side is just violin all the way through, almost at least. Yeah, but now I have all 3 records by Sevda, so completist. And the last one, and that blew my mind really. Persepolis by Staffan Abeene Quintet, 1960. I don't want to open this because it's with the OB and stuff like that. But this is the Japanese press from 2007, originally released 1965, I think. And these are the only 2 releases of this. The original goes for kind of big bucks, but also the Japanese press is starting to climb up there. And I've heard people say that the Japanese press sounds better than the original. I don't know, I have nothing to compare it with, but I got it for a kind of a good price, so I'm super happy to finally have this in my collection. It's an awesome jazz record. All you guys out there that likes jazz, check it out on YouTube. Staffan Abeene Quintet Persepolis. You won't be disappointed. I bet my ass on that you will not be disappointed. There's not a boring second on that record. Just a fantastic classic in the Swedish jazz catalog. 14 minutes. I'm out. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.